Good morning, dear students. Question number 6 you see from exercise 10.2. The length of tangents from a point A at a distance of 5 cm from the center of the circle is 4 cm. Find the radius of the circle. So, a similar question to this we have done earlier. So, you just draw the figure and draw the tangent and the radius as I have shown you in question number 1. As we have done, the same way you have to solve this question also. So question number 1 is similar to question number 6, means 6 is similar to question number 1. Now go to question number 7. Two concentric circles are of radii 5 cm and 3 cm. Concentric circles means two or more circles if they have the same center which different radii, then they are said to be concentric. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Without making the diagram, we cannot get the whole meaning, no? So this is one circle with center O, suppose. With the same center O, one more circle will draw. So here we are drawing one more circle. So here these are the two concentric circles whose center is O. Now if we draw a chord to the larger circle which is a tangent to the smaller circle, means it will touch the smaller circle but it will be a chord of the larger circle. So we are drawing that way here. See, this is a chord for the larger circle but it is a tangent for the smaller circle. Now suppose this is chord AB which touches the smaller circle at point T, suppose. Now question is here, if the bigger circle's radius is 5 cm, the bigger one, outer one, its radius is 5 cm. This is radius of the bigger circle, 5 cm. I have drawn here. Then OT will be the radius of the smaller circle, which is 3 cm. Okay. Now question is, what is the length of chord AB? That means if you find out AT, you will be able to say AB also. AB will be double of AT, because you know if we join OB, there will be two congruent triangles here. That means AT equal to BT. So just better to find out AT, then you can say AB also. By Pythagoras theorem, this angle is 90 degree because this is a tangent, this is radius. So radius is perpendicular to a tangent at the point of contact. So this is 90 degree. So hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Using that, you can find out AT. AT will be 4, you know, this is 5, this is 3, this will be 4 because 5 square, 3 square and 4 square will make Pythagorean triplet. So how to write this answer, just you see. So O is the center of the two concentric circles. AB is a chord of the larger circle but touches the smaller circle at T, and OA equal to 5 cm, OT equal to 3 cm. So since OT is perpendicular on AB, therefore by Pythagoras theorem, what you can say, OA square is equal to OT square plus AT square. So OA is 5 equal to OT is 3 plus AT square. So from here 25 minus 9, no, 25 minus 3 square is 9, it will come this side, equal to AT square. That means AT square equal to 25 minus 9, 16. So AT square equal to 16. Then taking square root of both sides, what shall we get? AT will be equal to 16 square root 4 cm. AT got, therefore AB is equal to twice 80, 2 into 80. So that is 2 into 4. That is equal to 8 cm. This is our answer. Okay, students. Question number 8. Okay. Here you see in this diagram there is a circle inside a quadrilateral and the circle has touched all the sides of the quadrilateral at P, at Q, at R and at S. That is, all sides have become tangents for the circle. AB is a tangent, BC is tangent, CD is tangent, AD also is a tangent. So in this diagram you have to prove that AB plus CD, AB is this side plus CD opposite side, means sum of the two opposite sides is equal to sum of the remaining two opposite sides. That you have to prove here. So AP is a tangent because it has touched the circle at a point P. We will use the theorem of tangent. So this is question number H. This is point P. Okay, this point is Q as it is given. This point is R, and this point is S. Look at AB. AB is one side here. So proof. Given part you can write by yourself. Just I am giving the solution. AB plus CD you write. AB plus CD. Because you are asked to so that sum of these two as sum of these two. So first we will start with this plus this. Now split this AB as a sum of AP and PB you write. AB can be splitted as AP plus PB. This is AB. Look at the diagram. This is AP. This is PB. That means AP plus PB is AB. For AB you wrote that one. Next for CD you write plus CD. CD also you break that way. CR plus DR is CD. So you write is here CR plus DR. So are you understanding the changes? CD is splitted this way and AB is splitted this way. This is AB. This is CD. Clear? Now look at the diagram. AP is same as AS because AP is a tangent and AS also is a tangent from the same point A. Our theorem 2 teaches us that if there is a circle and there are two tangents from an external point to the circle, this is tangent, then this is also tangent from the same point A. This is suppose AP, this is suppose AS. Then you can say AP equal to AS, tangents from external point. So here I can write AS also. This AP I can substitute by now writing AS. Okay, no? Then plus PB. PB also can be substituted by BQ. Same way, no? Because PB will be equal to BQ. These two are also equal. So substitute this PB by BQ. Plus. Now this part is CR. Look at the diagram. CR is same as CQ because tangents from external point. CR equal to CQ. So I can replace this CR by CQ. Plus DR. Look at the diagram. DR is also equal to DS. Okay, you can replace this DR by DS. So by side you can give the regions that since tangents from external points are equal, tangents from external points, this is enough. This region is enough. Tangents from external point of a circle are equal. That's why you can change this way. AP as AS, BQ PB as BQ. So this AP is change into division, PB is change into division, CR to CQ, DR to DS. For all this you have to look at the diagram. Or for all this writing, diagram is connected. So without diagram nothing is taking place here. Now what I will ask you here, look at the parts here, then you see any common letter is found there. AS, here is DS, S is the common letter. Put them together, means you combine AS with DS. Write it with DS because S is common letter. Plus BQ with CQ, write plus CQ. That way if you do, you will get your final answer easily. Look at the diagram. AS plus DS. AS is this part and DS is this part. Together they make what? AD. So this whole thing make AD. Plus BQ plus CQ. BQ is this portion, CQ is this portion. So that is equal to BC. So right here BC. Hence done. Proved. This is your answer. So students, in question number 9, this is a tangent to this circle whose center is O, suppose. Okay, and its center is O, and this it is x dash y dash is a tangent. X dash y dash, okay, is a tangent to the circle, and its another tangent is there for the circle which is parallel to this tangent x dash y dash. One more tangent you draw here which is parallel to x dash y dash. So this is xy, tangent xy. This is question number 9. So we are solving question number 9, where xy and x dash y dash, two parallel tangents to the circle. So this tangent is at Q and this tangent is at point P. Now another tangent is there which is a transversal tangent to these two tangents. Means one more transversal is there which is a tangent for the circle, but it is transversal for these two parallel lines. So that tangent is A C B. This is also a tangent, but it is a transversal for these two parallel tangents. Now we need to prove that this angle AOB, means when we join this O with A, the angle that will form here, when you join it O with B also, okay, this angle you have to prove as 90-degree angle. Okay, this angle you have to prove as 90-degree angle AOB. Is it understood, students? So very simple proof, because you see here, you know that day I have shown you that theorem number 2. After learning theorem number 2, I have given one more statement like this. If there are two tangents like this to a circle from the same point, then line joining the center and the point to that line, these two tangents are equally inclined, meaning these two angles are always equal. You can easily prove, no? Because we have learned in theorem number 2. This is a CPCT of the theorem number 2. Tangents from an external point. So these two angles will be always equal. Then you can say here also this angle, say this is angle 1, and this angle will be equal. These two are equal angles. This angle, equal angles. Similar way, this angle and here this angle also will be equal. So this is angle 2, suppose. Then angle 1 and this angle, I can say like this, PAO and angle OAB. They are equal angles because two tangents, AP is tangent, AC is tangent. They are equally inclined to the line joining the point and the center by the theorem. So angle 1 is equal to this angle PAO. Then is this angle 1 will be half of this whole angle PAB. No? We can say that way. So here given thing is, you have to write the given thing. Okay. So students, you see in figure, O is the center of the circle, xy and x dash y dash are two parallel tangents. O is the center here, xy and x dash y dash are two parallel tangents, and ACB is a transversal tangent. So to prove, we are going to show that angle AOB is equal to 90-degree. So if you have learned the previous theorem that tangents from an external point are equally inclined to the line joining the point and the center, then you can easily say angle 1 equal to angle PAO. So you can write down that statement here. Proof. You write tangents from an external point of a circle are equally inclined to the line joining the point and the center. Therefore we can say now, therefore angle 1 is equal to angle PAO. PAO is equal to this 1 and 2 both are 1 and angle PAO both are half of angle PAB. I mean half of angle PAB. That is angle 1. Similarly, angle 2 is equal to angle 2 means this angle. I am saying this angle. This angle 2 is equal to half of angle ABQ. Okay, no? Or QBA, like that you say. That is angle 2. Similarly, angle this double LY means similarly. Angle 2 is equal to angle QBO. Angle QBO. This is P. Okay, students, try to understand. This is P. PAO and this is QBO is equal to both are half of angle QBA. Okay, both these results are by this statement. That's why I have kept the statement in front, then I have written all this. Now students, you see, if there are two parallel lines, see these two are parallel lines, then if they are intersected by a transversal, then sum of these two interior angles in the same side of the transversal are they are supplementary angles. Their sum is 180 degree angle, 180 degree. So what you can say, angle QBA means this angle plus here this angle. What is their sum? 180 degree. So you can say like this, angle you can say this, since XY parallel to X dash Y dash, therefore angle PAB plus, you look at the diagram, PAB plus QBA, this angle plus this angle 180 degree. QBA, angle QBA is equal to 180 degree angle. Now because XY parallel to X dash Y dash, this reason is enough. So now make their halves, means multiply half to every term of this equation, then the whole result will be like this. So what I am saying, multiply half to each of these terms, then it will be here, half we multiply with this PAB, half into angle PAB plus half into angle QBA is equal to half into 180, half into 180. Okay, multiplying half to all the terms. Then half of PAB, half of angle PAB, half of angle PAB, look at this, is equal to angle 1. So for this, what you can write? For this, you can write angle 1. Using this one, half of angle PAB is angle 1 plus half of angle QBA, half of QBA as I am showing. See, that is angle 2, right here angle 2. For this you write angle 2 is equal to half of 180 is what? 90. Half of 180 is 90. Then look at the diagram. Angle 1, angle 2 and this angle together, all these three angles are angles of a triangle or not? So in triangle AOB, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle AOB, just now we don't have 90, we will write like this, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. For the time being, if we keep this statement as it is, I am saying that in the triangle AOB, if you look at the diagram, it will be very clear. Just you see, this is circle, and here is a tangent, or here is a line this way going, here is a line going this way, and here is a line coming this way. This point is what? A. This point is O. This point is B. And we have numbered this angle as angle 1. This angle we have numbered as angle 2, and this is angle AOB. So angle 1 plus 2 plus AOB is 180 degree now. So you write that statement now. In triangle AOB, in triangle AOB, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle AOB, 1 plus 2 plus AOB is equal to 180 degree. Sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. But angle 1 plus 2 already you know their sum is 90 degree. Use it here, 90 degree plus angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. You can say this is equation 1. You can say here using 1. We got it like this. So then from here, angle AOB alone is equal to 180 minus this 90. Therefore, angle AOB is equal to 180 minus 90 is 90. Hence proved. So today's your homework is, students, today your homework will be question number 10, 11 and 12. You try at home. This is your homework. Okay. Next, if you cannot manage, I will see.